think it's mostly kind of just cleaning making everyone more productive. Like she's real kind of rigid, and she knows what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Tells you what you need to do. She's nice, and she, you can joke with her, but she doesn't let that get in the way of like,
right.
what she wants to get done.
Yeah, she's following plan.
That's what I told that girl today, because I was like, how are you liking it? And she's like, it's very stressful. Which I'm like, I feel like you ran the last place, you know?
Uh-huh.
But, it's a new team at a new store and this and that. I said the hardest thing for me was I worked at a store for like 7 years, and then I became a manager at that store. Mm-hmm. So it was very hard. I was friends with people on Facebook, and, they don't kind of take you seriously because you would always joke around all the time. And I said the best advice I can give you is don't be their friend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The new guy we got in was from a different store that was, I guess, kind of on the lower end of like, they weren't super happy with it. But he came over here. He's a different type of manager than she was. He's more warm, I guess you could call it. But he's still,
like, does he give you a hug and he's like, Paul, thanks for coming in noon.
No, nobody's
Bring
hugging.
Bring it in.
That is HR nightmare.
Does he like coochie on your beard? Let me help you put your hair in a ponytail.
He was warm, so did you guys take a bath?
Was it like warm and fuzzy, or do you take breaks together?
Stop it! We're embarrassing him.
We're not.
Poor kid.
We're not.
Kid.
I've known this kid forever.
I don't really know.
He's not as rigid as she is, right? So it's a little bit more.
He's more like
friendly.
Yeah, and he's more like get it done as long as you get the essentials done.
I don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
Make it look nice, but like just don't do more than you can handle.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. I like those kind of bosses.
Not me.
Do what you can. Here's your list. Get 90% of it done.
Yeah. Give me a list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like be happy with 90%.
Yeah. I mean, I would never yell at anybody, but
no, you wouldn't.
We know how I was checking those lists, those check marks on the
so
list.
when you were on the podcast last year, if you're thinking about like I know you mentioned that you had like some reflections from the year. Do you have different roles now that you do, or are you kind of doing the same thing? And how are you feeling about doing the same thing if you are?
It's mostly the same. Mm-hmm. I guess I could say I'm the one they go to train new guys.
Oh, that's excellent.
I'm not a huge fan of it because I'm just worried.
You're like, listen, just rotate and stack.
I'm just worried about not presenting the information correctly.
Yeah.
And it's like if they do something wrong and they kind of practice it wrong, and the guys, earlier in the day don't correct them, which they probably won't.
And that's going to come back to you.
Yeah, it sounds like a whole employer that everyone complains about. It's like, okay. That's
well,
my
Paul
fault,
trained him.
Yeah.
Thanks, Paul.
So when you go to train someone, you're going to be like, listen, I'm going to show you this once, make me look good. All right.
I felt like it did a pretty good job on the last guy.
I'm sure you did.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Then you did
good.
That was a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
We've been hiring a lot of like 16, 17-year-olds, so they can only work a certain amount of hours.
Can is it like 4 hours a day or something like that? Or?
Yeah, except on weekends they do 8.
Can I talk about a 16, 17-year-old? I'm glad that you brought this up because it reminded me to talk about this. Mm-hmm. So I go to the one store, the one with the moldy shelves, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at the salad wall, and I need to reset my section of the salad wall. And there's this kid, 16, 17, maybe 18, stocking the salad wall. Okay, cool, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to mess this all up for a minute. I'll put it back, whatever. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, okay, cool. And I'm looking, and it's like this brand, my brand, that brand,
Yeah.
And he's kind of got boxes near the brands. Okay,
all
fine, right?
Yeah.
Like he took them off of the U-boat. You know what a U-boat is? Mm-hmm. And put
What's
the
a
brands,
U-boat for those that are listening?
A U-boat is like 2 sides and then just a bottom, and you can
with
stack,
wheels.
Yeah,
They're
stack
on
boxes.
wheels.
They're the worst.
And it's like a balancing. It's like a balancing cart.
It is, because if you have small boxes and you go over a bump and they all start like,
yes,
and it's just going to topple over and it's a nightmare. So he's taken each brand. Okay, but like when I take each brand and throw them down, I put them way in front of the door, right up against the cooler. So then you got a stack. You can do, you know. He's like putting them over here, putting them over here, putting them over here, putting them over. And I was like, bro, what are you doing? You know, but I'm like, whatever. I'm not his boss. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, right.
So then I go to step back. He had been just breaking his cardboard down and throwing it in a pile on the floor behind me.
Oh, no.
I almost ate shit, which I already ate shit at that store.
Oh, my God. Same store.
And I was like, just like looked at him. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? So I pick up those boxes and I'm like, oh, he has a stack over here. Okay. Well, this is like kind of pushed over. No customers are going to trip on it. So I clean all this up and I put it on that stack. I go back to doing what I'm doing. I go to step back and I trip on his fucking boxes again. And I was like, dude, who's your safety team leader over here? So dangerous. You know?
Oh, my God.
It was so annoying. I wanted to yell at him so bad, but I'm like, you're not his boss. Just don't fall.
Are you someone that, like, when you notice stuff like that, you talk out loud? Like, hey, I'm going to grab these boxes and put them in a cart. Go ahead and keep putting your boxes in that cart as well.
Silent starer.
See, I am not. Are you silent? You're silent.
Yeah,
I'm the silent starer.
I am not. Like, I will make it known that this is what I'm doing to improve this situation.
Yeah.
Follow in my lead, you know? Like,
I can't say anything because then I can't bitch about it, you know?
Oh, that's true. Then you have nothing to talk about on the podcast and then we're done. So, yeah, no, just keep
Give him
staying
a dirty
silent.
look. Try to make eye contact with him while I'm moving the boxes over, you know?
So now you talked about, and I even posted about it today, about stocking potatoes and how long it takes. I want to know.
I forgot about the potatoes.
What's your...
You still stocking them potatoes, Paul?
Yeah, so I want to know how long does it take now? How long?
Stop.
Are you like are you a pro?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it depends if like half of them have gone bad and stink, and then you have to pull those off, put the new ones on.
Ew.
Sometimes we get them on the load. We go to open them up and they're
Ew.
already gross.
Stop.
It's like,
Where do they come from?
I don't know. We have a supplier.
Oh, so they
It's
probably
potatoes
sat.
from Mexico. No, I'm just joking. That's avocados from Mexico.
Yeah, which I think there's a short on them right now.
There's not a short on them. They stopped importing them.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Oh,
Thank
is
you.
that
I
why
knew it was
they're
something.
So expensive.
Call
They
your
are.
senator.
Because they're like $1.99.
Oh my
piece.
gosh,
Yeah.
for little ones, right?
A piece.
I think
well,
they're
they're
okay
the
size.
they're
but,
the decent sized ones, but
still, yeah, like
yeah.
I had a guy come in, and he may have been Mexican himself, but he's like, "Why are they so expensive? You hate Mexicans?" Or something?" I said,
You're like, bro, I don't make the prices.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in the back room and see if we have any more.
I don't even put up the signs. Somebody in the morning does that.
I was real confused because the sale price ended like early. I was like, why are they so expensive now? But yeah, that must be what it
they
is.
stopped importing them. Which where are we gonna get our avocados from now? I think there's maybe 1 or 2 states that have the correct temperature to like grow avocados on a large scale like that. Like somebody better be calling Mexico. We need to fix it. Whatever. What do we got to do? Like I never heard why we stopped importing them. I'm gonna Google that right now.
Because they're a big seller for sure.
Right. Everybody eats avocados.
You know, speaking of avocados and celery and all that, I have a quiz for you guys. And I'm going to say I gave you warning. So I hope that you looked at all your spellings because...
Yeah, what's up with that? Uncut Gems. Have you seen that yet? Uncut Gems. Okay, so after the U.S. recently put a halt on the import of Mexican avocados because a U.S. official was threatened by organized crime in Michoacan, the biggest avocado producing state in Mexico. Thousands of tons of the fruit have stopped entering the country. Damn it, cartels. Can't you take a break?
Yeah.
Darn it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Can you spell your way through the produce section of a grocery store?
Oh my God. You know what? I was thinking, who doesn't know how to spell? It's bananas, BANANAS. But now I'm thinking like, oh, it's going to be something weird.
Ha!
I mean, good thing my manager orders the weird stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe this won't be as weird. Maybe this will just be like stuff that you always see.
I doubt it.
And bonus points if you know the code at the register.
Oh,
All right, you're good at that.
I haven't done codes at the register in so long. I used to be so good.
So the correct spelling of a green and leafy plant found in the produce section called parsley. How do you spell it? There's a whole bunch of different ones. I know you guys are going to get it.
Parsley. Parsley.
Yes.
that should be correct. Yeah.
Parsley.
Okay.
This podcast is brought to you by NameTag Productions, LLC. Entire podcast, unless otherwise stated, written by the hosts. Drums, written and performed by my son, Steven. The Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. If we have to be all in this together, we might as well make it fun.